Laynie, and how are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. I thought today we would do a little chatty video because I could use some advice. Tell me what to put on my Christmas list. As most of you probably know, I'm a fragrance addict. Do I need more fragrance? Absolutely not. But you know, that's what I'm gonna ask for Christmas every year, okay? There's a little more room on my shelf, what the heck? So if you enjoy fragrance content, beauty content, and a little bit of lifestyle content, make sure you click that subscribe button and join the fam. You won't regret it. I'm very biased, but we have a great community here. And I really want to know your guys' thoughts on some of the fragrances that are on my wish list. So let's get going. There have been so many fragrance releases this year. I have bought some stuff. I also have tried to watch my P's and Q's around the holidays where I really go wild, where I let my freak flag fly, okay? And I just asked for all the perfumes. But I need some tips. I want to know your thoughts if you've smelled any of these. Some of these I've smelled, some of them I haven't. I have Chelsea Morning by Lush. I love it. It is like a very potent version of their hair milk, which is like lemon, cookies, baked goods, so warm and cozy, so very sweet. I've been kind of steering clear from some super sweet fragrances, so I don't know why I still want this one so bad. I don't have any Lushes in my collection, which I always think it's fun to add something new, even when it comes to the brand in my collection, but I'm a little on the fence because it's so rich. Let me know what you think of Chelsea Morning. Kilian's Princess. I really love the fragrance. It's a marshmallow matcha. That's really what you get. It kind of, in the opening, is what you get in the dry down. When I've smelled it at Sephora, the price is up there though, and the longevity is not fantastic. That's my biggest hesitation to adding that to my collection. Do you have this one? How do you feel like it lasts? I have been considering the original, but I've also been considering grabbing the Oksha dupe because it's way more affordable. I love the fragrance profile, but if it's not gonna last super long, like I don't want to spend $150, you know? Let me know. Nebras Elixir by Lattafa on my list. I do not like the original Nebras. I know, what in the world? I feel like everybody loves that one, but I wasn't a fan of the Billie Eilish fragrance. So I figure I won't like the Nebras since it was based off of the Billie Eilish fragrance. I haven't smelled it, so I don't want to say that for sure, but I don't plan to ever add the original Nebras to my collection because I don't like Billie Eilish's original fragrance. But Nebras Elixir, for being a spin-off of Nebras, I really like the way it sounds, and I also really love the white bottle. I think it's really chic and pretty. There's accords of vanilla, sweet, powdery, musky, and amber, which are all so up my alley. There are top notes of milk candy, which to me sounds like white chocolate, whipped cream, sugar, heliotrope, vanilla, ambroxan, and musk. It really sounds lovely, but also like it's going to be fluffy and not syrupy. And I do feel like I'm drawn to those more fluffy, sweet fragrances right now than I am the syrupy, ooey gooey gourmands. But then part of me is like, do I need that when I also have Ledda's 8 Cafe Josephine on my wish list? So part of me wonders, like, do I need Nebras Elixir, like fluffy, milky vanilla fragrance, when I'm also interested in 8 Cafe Josephine? I love the Ledda brand. I have everything they've launched so far. The bottles are beautiful. The price isn't terrible. They've run a lot of good discounts. That's when I buy them. And it has top notes of almond, coconut, middle of brown sugar, milk, coffee, espresso, base notes, vanilla, caramel, amber, and sandalwood. This one definitely has a coffee note, which is very different from Nebras. But from what I'm hearing from people who have the Cafe Josephine, that it is more like milky gourmand than it is coffee fragrance. So I'm like, well, maybe there's room for both in my collection. Have you smelled this one? If so, definitely let me know what you think down below. I also, of course, am buying into the hype of Kayali's Musk 12. I think I've smelled it maybe like years ago, but I really don't remember at all. They brought it back. There's a lot of hype about it, so of course I'm interested. Freesia, Lotus, Musk, Jasmine, Vanilla, Sandalwood, and I also have a pretty good Kayali collection, so I'm always wanting to add to that. But some of her other recent launches just haven't been my thing. where I really am into like those musky aquatic type stuff right now. And I love her vanilla. So then I'm like, ooh, you get the musk and aquatic, but also the good vanilla in there. It sounds lovely, but I've heard it's really, really, really faint. And for that, I'm like, ooh, do I want to spend that much on a big bottle? If it doesn't last at all, you know, that's my big hesitation there. I really am interested in the new Clean Reserve Skin Intense. I have the original Skin, but I have a really hard time picking it up. They have the clean fragrances that are not the Reserve, and that Skin I can smell more than the Clean Reserve Skin, which is the one I have. It's fairly faint on me. I really have trouble picking it up. And so I am curious. I love the idea of getting a more intensified version of Skin because it is a nice fragrance. It's salty, it's sweet, but it's not cloying or overpowering. It really is a Your Skin but better, but I would like it to have some more oomph. And I really love the purple bottle of the Intense version. That is one, if I picked it up, I would want to get a discount for sure. And then also I probably would end up, if they are fairly similar, decluttering my original Skin and just sticking with the Intense if it really is just like an intensified version of the OG, which is my hope. If you've gotten your nose on this one, please, please, please let me know because there's not a lot out there about it. This is kind of flown under the radar, I feel like. I thought people would be freaking out and I'm hardly seeing it anywhere online. Really interested in the Cashmere Skin by Phlur. It's a body spray. I'm really enjoying growing my Phlur body spray collections. I really like most of them. Heavy cream, I'm like on the fence about. I don't love the opening at all, but then as it dries down, it gets better. So I'm kind of scared that this one could have like that same thing. And it might just be the light packaging is like making me feel like they're going to be very similar. But this one has an added almond note and it has sandalwood, which I love. And then it has Peru balsam, which really intrigues me because I tend to really like fragrances that have Peru balsam as a note. So definitely curious about it. Let me know if you've tried Cashmere Skin. I feel like it's getting a lot of hype, which makes me more interested, but then it also makes me kind of hesitant because sometimes those very hyped fragrances are a little lackluster because there's just a lot of PR going out when they're getting so much hype. I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. This is what I spend my extra money on. All right, guys, please let me know your thoughts on any of those. I really do need some guidance here because I'm struggling to decide. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting with me. I truly appreciate it. And as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.